The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start the drive with White, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up here in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Edo blue. Black shot. Ready.
On first down, Ritter. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Let's go.
Second and 10.
6. Mega. Blaster. 6. Ready.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And that's out quickly to Chase. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we
This
go.
is second and 8.
22 needle. Hut.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down.
Ready? Go.
And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
A 31-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready! Panther 11, Panther on the ball, on the ball.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the ready.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Goes to be rail.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Ritter. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Ready, break. Fight, white. Set, cut.
Ritter now. Oh, that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
17.
Here's second and 10.
Smack, smack. Hut.
He's going to have their hook up here to Chase. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Ready.
They're going forward with the option right. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person, may end up reading the linebacker, may read the cornerback. Just depends on how they want to block it up. In any case, this worked well for them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Ritter to throw it. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. Touchdown! Rashad White. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. White, he'll try the left side. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Okay, right.
Now 2nd and 9.
10 cycles.
They stay on the ground with White. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. First down, here's White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Rashad White with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Come on.
First down, Orlando.
Viking, 18, 79 Broncos. 18, Pioneer.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch of this wild card game for 1,000 yards. In the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready.
Running left is Walker.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Armadillos are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that trims the lead down to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
67 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Going play action, Ritter.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Come on, set. Ready.
White going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Ready.
White.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here we go. Set.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Ready.
They'll try and run it with White. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Back to throw now on first down.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
On second down, it's Walker. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Back to throw here.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Armadillos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Next to score, Monarchs 19, Armadillos 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Drill, 52.
Ritter throwing on third down. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's fielded at the 34. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Armadillos 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Armadillos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Trap goal 80.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Go.
They'll try and run it here. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
2nd and 11.
He completes this to Walker.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ready?
On the counter, it's Walker.
There he goes, left side.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Walker is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Ken Walker
from 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Monarchs 19. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On play action, here's Ritter. Looking deep here for Chase. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Here's Ritter.
And a dump off to White. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, blue. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Bronco switch. Bronco. Hey.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Count 19. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Here's Walker.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Kenneth Walker,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Armadillos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Ritter now on 2nd down. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Ritter's throw complete to Otten.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a fast footwork by White. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Draymond Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Monarchs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Ritter will throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Two scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Go 80. Hurry, hurry. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Now back to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Able to hook up here with Ridley.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
Ready.
Now Ritter.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Ritter looks to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught at the 20.
Here's 1st and 10. Ritter.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion.
52 blaster.
Here's Ritter.
Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't get it. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.